Welcome to this video. Today we are going to go over how to repair this window. What do you think, Tank? Sherman, you just hit your head. It's a little dark here in the shop, but there is the window that fell out. We had to take a pit stop because we lost a window. And so these are not hehr or hehr windows. I don't know the brand of these windows, but they're kind of like a knockoff. This portion of the window opens like a jalousie style. This portion is like a picture window, and that gets pressed in, and then there's these little steel spring clips that you can see on the back side that kind of hold it in place, that snap into this groove into place to hold the window in. Well, those had rusted out. I didn't even think about it, but I didn't restore this window yet, so I didn't really know how it was assembled. And then the window fell out. So here we are. I gotta fix it without the factory window frame. So that's what I'm gonna do. They had the J seals in these little tracks, which is just little vinyl seals that you can watch my other video on restoring windows like that one, where I use those J seals. But I ripped those all out. I ripped the little rain flap out of here the best I could so that I could work with it. And we're gonna put some angle in here, and I got some Lexan or polycarbonate sheeting, which is plastic, and I'm gonna put a new picture window in here and hopefully it works. So I'll show you how I do it. There's a storm a-brewing. So here's the piece of angle I got for this project. It's 4 feet long, 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch angle aluminum. I think it's a 1/16 of an inch thick. I'm gonna cut at this angle right here, which is what I marked for the front portion of that window. I'll show you. So here's the first piece of aluminum that I got cut on an angle here. It's in just like that. So now, I was gonna use nut certs, but you can't get those to work right because they don't have the depth on the back side here because there's wood right there. I'm just gonna use self-tappers and just send that in. So there you go, self-tappered, 2 of them. Oh, I might put one more in there just because it's lifting a little bit. Got the bottom on. There is the top. Not perfect, but it'll be good. And I'm gonna use this track as the other mating surface. So let's get the Lexan cut. It's 1/4 inch thick Lexan. It's what I have left over from another project, so we're gonna use it. It's gonna work. Those are the dimensions. I want a 1/16 smaller all around, just so that fits in there. So I just cut this down on the table saw, and I have 16 3/4 by 14 11/16 rectangle. The tricky part is cutting this angle. That's got to be cut like this. Here's the jig. You clamp. I built this. You can look it up on YouTube on how to make these. This is square. It's against the fence, and then this I have clamped at this crazy angle, which I marked. My cut has to be like that, and then this is the edge. So then I just got down like this, and I just eyeballed that front edge on that side of the blade, and I just came down and eyeballed this edge with the edge of the blade, and let's see if it works. All right, here's the piece of Lexan that's cut. There we go. Almost a perfect fit. Now, gotta get it out of there. Then I have this special butyl tape, which is designed for window glazing. I got that from, I think, vintagetrailergaskets.com. I'm gonna first clean this up with alcohol. There is all of the glazing tape, the glazing butyl tape. Missed a couple spots, so I kind of patched it together, but it will work. Let's put the window in. Window is officially in. There's a big old scratch in it, but that's okay. It's a camper. Now we're gonna do the sealing on the edges here. Hopefully I can make this work. I got the window all taped up. so that hopefully it's a little bit cleaner caulk lines. And we are using Surebond SB140, which is made for windows and skylights. It's a butyl type sealant, and it's good for polycarbonate or Lexan. So let's see how this goes. It's really stringy, it's hard to use, but I'm gonna use Windex on my finger for the tooling of it. See how it goes. Caulk is on there. This is either gonna work really well or it's gonna fail miserably. Let's see. Kind of working. Okay, there is the completed product. This caulk is paintable, so as my dad said, you could just paint it silver if I wanted to, and it would blend in. There's a couple issues that I had with the caulk, you can see, but the tape, it's a really stringy caulk, so that's the problem. But it worked, so let's let it dry and hopefully it stays in there and is sealed. The one thing I'm not actually terribly worried about is we were literally driving through rain with the window not even in there, and there was no water that was inside the camper. The air kind of like makes a vacuum and sucks out of the camper, so I think it's just not allowing water to go in. It sounds crazy, but so the job is now complete. Move on to the next.